Greetings, YouTube. I want to make this video today because everything is resetting, and by the time this video hits my channel, it will have reset. So keep in mind that we have a really important goal, a really important obstacle, and that is for the best value for anything you do in this game to be an A. The reason why I came up with a grading system was to not have you get ripped off by a D when you should be waiting for at least a B. And in the new cycle of Mondays, the glory store resets. I have 15,000 glory, and something tells me a lot of you have more glory than you usually have because of these special gifting crystals, which put out a lot of glory if the RNG is in your favor, and I realize for some of you, it's definitely not. But let's presume that it is. Well, we have this, which I think is the third best thing to get, because this is my strategy when I need Tier 5 class callus fragments. 25% is amazing, and the price is really reasonable. I will be getting some of these today. But of course, getting at least 5, if not 6 tiers, particularly when you have like me, and I just got 8 tiers. That's part of why I'm recording this now. This allows, and I know Paragon players have an advantage that others don't, but once you get to this level, this allows you to get so much for Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. It's amazing. And this is what I am now going to do primarily. I used to get enough rank up materials to rank for a 6-star every month and a half. Now I'm getting them like every week, it feels like. That's crazy. But what's frustrating, and if you missed my previous video, I'm going to touch on it here slightly, but I went into depth earlier because it is by design. But if you have, like, check out this guy. He's got a crazy high PI without being rank 5. If you have 6 Tier 3 Alpha and 6 Tier 6 Basic, it is still going to be so hard for you to get 3 Tier 6 class catalysts. It's going to be insanely difficult. Now, in terms of my next rank 5, and I know this is probably going to be highly controversial because I have a lot of great choices. And there are a lot of champions in front of you that I think would make great rank 5 champions. If they don't have like a Gallon or a Cosmic Ghost Rider or a Hercules, Omega Sentinel is such an MVP for me in Battlegrounds. She is so frustrating to fight, even if you've got somebody normally that's OP like Kingpin. You could argue Zemo. You could argue Weapon X, speaking of a good defender when you don't have a counter. You could argue Domino. Some of you have told me, Prof, you need to take Valkyrie, especially if you're going to put your SIGs into her, and you have put 200 in. But I don't really use Valkyrie. I respect it. I don't even use Hitmonkey. These are all the choices. All of them are fantastic, even because I have hope. Rank 5 Kamala Khan someday. Shout out to the Godfather who literally did it. He's my hero. Underrated rank 5? Jessica Jones. She has been a defensive MVP for me, especially if they don't have somebody like Nick Fury to fight against her. But the champion that I'm not going to get SIG 200 anytime soon as a 7-star. I don't even have him as a 7-star. Is Falcon. And it's going to take a lot for me to get Falcon up. So what I'm going to start doing is completely changing my strategy. And that is to go to Battlegrounds. And it's a lot less. I would spend 20,000 trophy tokens a week on Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic, and I wanted to record this here because I put my trophy tokens where my mouth is. But now, it's going to change. I'm going to spend 7,500 a week, which means I already have almost 3 weeks worth saved up. And I like carrying them over. I like being patient in this game. And yes, I'm going to start making the goal every week to take Falcon up. He is that good. I'm tempted to take up somebody like Thighs. And of course, the aforementioned Zemo or Valkyrie. But suddenly, that gives me 25% more. And yes, I've got a long way to go. But I have a strategy. And it's really important to have a strategy when you play this game. You want to target who you rank up. So, my rank up strategy has entirely changed. My battleground strategy has entirely changed. This is why I do battlegrounds now for tier 6 class catalyst fragments until Kabam puts them in as selectors into things like daily specials and even event quest completion, or exploration, I should say, and Paragon Gauntlet exploration. This is your best source for this, and I highly recommend that you shift your goal from tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic, which have gotten way cheaper in the last couple months and way easier to get, especially in places like the Glory Store, and move your trophy tokens to this. If you have so many trophy tokens that you'll just want to spend them, I understand. But if you're like me and you tend to not be great at Battlegrounds, this is a good place to budget, and you'll thank yourself later every week when you start out your Mondays with this resetting.